Good afternoon, I'm Althea Pamplina. This is Patriot News at Oxford Academy. Today we will cover the effect of social media and phones on campus, financial literacy, and Patriot sports. I'm joined with
Chanel Jung
and Erica Du.
Let's start with social media and phones on campus. With the start of a new decade, social media usage has increased within all generations. Since teenagers are primarily the targeted generation of social media platforms, the use of cell phones on school campuses across America have heightened. Researchers claim that with increased cell phone and social media usage in local campuses, students may be distracted from their learning time, ultimately interfering with their ability to study and thrive in their academics. Some school districts across the nation have implemented policies for cell phone use on campus. For instance, in Queens, New York, Forest Hills Public High Schools emphasize the impact phones have on a student's performance. In their 9th through 12th grade handbook, the district claims that, and I quote, "It has become clear that excessive exposure to cell phone use has a negative effect on school-age children. In view of the research findings, students will not be allowed to carry or use cell phones during the school day." End of quote. The implemented school policies conclude a positive impact towards students and their academic life. Although cell phones can aid students in conducting research and connecting with peers, districts across America in locations such as West Michigan have determined that the ban of cell phone and social media usage benefit the student body to achieve success in their academics. This just in. The national issue of lack of awareness regarding financial literacy may negatively affect future generations and their financial stability. With more on this story, we have Chanel reporting on scene for financial literacy.
Thank you, Althea. The lack of financial literacy has been on the rise as a national concern due to a lack of skill and knowledge, especially in young adults. Many have invested into their education, taking student loans, or saving up for retirement accounts, but have done so without fully understanding the long-term implications. In Wake County High School in North Carolina, less than 1 in 5 are financially literate. Annually, Wake County High School gives high school juniors a financial literacy test where at least 4 out of 5 questions need to be answered correctly in order to meet the benchmark. Many students do not even know the sum of the financial terms and have failed to be even considered financially literate. States with the more rigorous mandate seem to be graduating with a better financial start, and according to a study by Financial Industry Regulatory Auditory Authority Foundation, students who are required to take personal finance courses have better average credit scores and lower debt delinquency rates. The number of states that require high school students to take a course in economics has dropped over the years, while laws for personal finance education has stayed stagnant with not much improvement. With not much being done, the lack of awareness and knowledge in financial literacy will take a big toll on the nation's economy and success. Therefore, the push for more financial literacy needs to be emphasized. With the latest, this is Chanel Jung. Back to you, Althea.
Thank you, Chanel. That's some really interesting information. Now let's move on to sports, brought to you by Oxford Academy FBLA. Here now with the latest stats and records, we have Erica Du on site. Good afternoon, Erica.
Good afternoon, Althea. With the new semester comes a new season for sports. This year, the boys varsity basketball team has been showing immense dedication and strong work ethic through rigorous training since the beginning of their preseason back in August. With Coach Christopher Pallison joining the team this year, the boys have made large adjustments and to their practices and drills, seeing their efforts being highlighted through their many victories. With 11 wins and 7 losses during this season, the varsity team is working their way up to set the Oxford Academy boys varsity season record. Here I have Ian O, senior captain of the basketball team, to share his experience during this season. Hi Ian, how do you think this season has been different from the past years, and what changes do you see that are both good and bad?
For one, something different about this year is that we have a brand new coach, an entire new coaching staff, which has been difficult because of just the different coaching styles that he offers us now. And I think that's been like a tough transition for the older players, the upperclassmen who experienced the other coach and kind of got used to the way he coached. So that transition was definitely tough, but I think for the younger kids, I think that we're setting a new culture for them, which is good, so that they can come into this program and understand how we're going to run things.
And next, as a senior and as a captain, what advice could you give to underclassmen interested in joining basketball next year?
To students that would join basketball or are interested, I would definitely tell them just to try it, because if you're interested in anything during your high school years, I think that you should go for it, because high school is a time to experiment and see what you want to do later in life. So I think just try it, just join basketball, and you'll stay healthy, you'll be in shape, and you'll learn other skills like being accountable and time management.
And lastly, what are you looking forward to the most during the rest of your season?
I am looking forward to beating our rival Whitney during our last game with them. For me, it's going to be my last game with them, and just to beat our rivals one more time, I think that would be super exciting, because we actually lost to them the first time we played at their home court. We lost by 1 point, so that was really tough. So I'm hoping that we can destroy them when they come here.
Well, good luck to you and your team on that Whitney game, and thank you so much for the interview. Back to you, Althea, in the studio.
Thank you, Erica. Good luck to the basketball and soccer student athletes on all your games. I'm Althea Pepolina, and this is Patriot News at Oxford Academy.